Yo, what's going on? It's your boy, Big Wavy Roy Johnson here.
This is the professional Nathan Cruz.
Yo, this is Man Like Doris.
Hi, this is Tom Thurber.
This is Veggie.
This is the Asian sensation Kanji.
This is the Nightmare Fuel Hustle Malone.
This is Joe Rage, the heavyweight classic.
This is Mad Dog O'Doherty.
This is Tonga.
I'm the Breaker, Carl Kingsley.
This is the infamous Cameron Solis, and you're listening to...
You're listening to
Broken but Glorious.
Broken but Glorious.
To Broken but Glorious podcast, because like me, you are head to toe a pro.
Hello and welcome to my Brit Wrestling Journey on bbgwrestling.com. I'm Chris Lappin. I'm delighted to be joined by Act 2, Sweet Prince Bedouin Harland.
Hello, that's me. If this did get edited to audio, I'm waving.
And Jack Knudsen, how you doing this evening?
Hello. All right. Oh, we're very good. We're getting a band practice from unnamed band number 4 from 3 doors down.
The smooth
Yes.
that's going on. We're pretty good.
Yeah, we're good. We're good. How are you?
I'm good. I got recognised the other day, first time ever.
Whoa, okay. How did you
You're
react?
Chris from that pod. I was like, yes, I am Chris from that podcast.
I'll take Chris from that podcast.
You're Chris from that podcast. Yes.
Maybe.
At wrestling training, one of the wrestlers recognised me. So.
Oh, okay.
Matt TT, he works down south. He was Reach Academy, apparently. He's a really nice guy. So.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I think I follow.
It was really nice. Yeah, that's good. It looks good. Yeah, it was really good as a wrestler as well. He's only had a couple of matches. So
Okay.
So, yeah, it was really nice. So, yeah, so how's your 2022 been so far?
Mental.
Fast.
Yeah.
Fast is probably the best way to put it. We, in the best way possible, sort of haven't stopped, which is great. That's exactly what we want.
There was a little bit where we thought, it's getting a bit slow, and that was a weekend off.
Yeah, we had
the next 9 weekends were just non-stop.
Wow.
And the stuff we've got coming up is like non-stop. We've got a 5-day week next week or something.
Yeah.
It's gonna be crazy.
Next week, as of recording, so whenever this goes out, we might be somewhere
tired,
other than Stoke in the country, but. A 5-day not on a camps loop is mad.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So that's
So what's that? Is that Wednesday to Sunday, or is that like?
Yes.
Yeah, Wednesday.
Yeah.
Wow. Because you've been all over the place, haven't you? You've been like all the way up into Manchester, and I've seen it down south and in Bedfordshire, and just like.
Yeah, just any reason to get out of Stoke we'll take.
That is kind of the beauty of Stoke, though, because we're sort of like a hub. We're not close to anywhere, but we're not crazy far.
We're so
from
central.
Anywhere. That to get to anywhere isn't usually too much of a headache. Apart from
right
Wales.
Now.
Yeah, Wales.
Apart from Wales. I love Wales.
Where are you?
The travel is.
Where are you wrestling in Wales?
We're wrestling for No Mercy. As of time of recording this Saturday.
It's going out today. So.
Tag match. We are wrestling the Devil's Rejects, which is Wesker and MJ Grayson and RC Chaos and Scott Christie.
Yep.
Oh, that's cool.
So we've got it's quite a menagerie of people.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So but those tend to be the most fun.
Yeah, there's a lot of parts to play with.
Yeah.
In that match.
A lot of differences.
You got Wesker 2 days in a row.
Stinky Wesker. Hope he's listening. You stink.
Where are you at the moment? It's the barracks gym.
We are currently at the barracks. Yes, I don't know if you can see the thing behind us.
If this goes to just audio.
No, you can't.
Forget it.
But there's a banner behind us. Audio description. There's a banner behind us that says the barracks. Yeah, we're here at the minute.
In case you didn't believe us.
In case you were lying about where we were. Yes, we're currently at the barracks training facility.
Yeah, because last time I spoke to you, Ben, you said it didn't have. Well, when you started, it didn't have a ring. You just had mats and stuff. So
we just
decent rings.
Yes.
2 rings now.
I know, yeah. One isn't up, it's over there, but there are two. So
amazing.
200% increase
When we started
in wrestling rings from when we started, yeah.
Although,
you trained in a ring before.
I trained in a boxing ring.
Yeah.
Well, I say it was a boxing ring. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was a very good wrestling ring, but because now it's so small and frail, it just hurt. Yeah, Hope in Derby. No, I think it maybe was a boxing ring because the ropes were really loose. So yeah, the first.
Were there 4 of them?
No.
Okay.
The first ring I trained in, so at the time so stiff, it could have been me. It was probably me that was a problem, but I was also too short to hit the top rope. I was like a 14-year-old, tiny little lad, and yeah, so I'd clip my head trying to hit the ropes, so I had to start hitting the middle, which couldn't do that either. So,
Jack's been around like a year longer than me, so he's got the vet privilege.
That vet privilege.
Vet privilege. I trained in a boxing ring, you youngin.
Young bucks.
That's the bit I haven't quite got yet. The bump. I don't. I think get into my own head when I go to do it, and I think I just throw yourself and just do it, but I just kind of just land.
Back one.
Land them. Yeah.
Oh, I mean, like it's a natural reflex to like protect yourself to fall, right? So,
yeah.
I understand why a lot of people find front ones really scary because.
Oh, absolutely, you can see it coming.
At least with a back,
yeah,
you can't see the ground coming immediately, but front. Yeah.
I thought you're just watching yourself fall flat on your face. I understand. That was what I had to overcome quite early in training. Like front bumps were my sort of like, but.
That's it. As I say, I don't mind getting suplex, body slammed. I got snap made and bumped.
Okay.
Well, just saying go bump. I'm just like my body just won't let me do that.
Unassisted. Yeah.
It's just on there. So Sean I only was just like, let me just do a snap mare, and I just did it. And I'm just like, yeah, but I don't. You're doing it to me. It's different.
Yeah, it's not saying right. Yeah.
Because you've got the right person, like they'll make you bump. So it's not.
Yeah, 100%.
All right, so this Sunday, 21st of August, Wrestle Island, Friends Don't Lie at the St. Anne's Parish Centre in Birkenhead. So before we get into the card, how did you get involved in Wrestle Island? First time I saw you live was at the Rumble, the last show.
Yes, indeed. That was the first time we've been to Wrestle Island.
Yeah, all together.
Yeah, it was always somewhere like every wrestler has a list, right? Even if you don't tweet that you've got a list, you've got a list. I know you have.
Yes. Got a mental list.
You've got a mental list, or you've got a Cody Rhodes written on a notepad list, right? But Wrestle Island was always somewhere we'd wanted to get to. A menagerie of things mean that sometimes you just can't make certain places at certain times.
We've been talking about wanting to at least just go down since coming back from lockdown.
Yeah, 100%. Like,
they've run how many shows, but so many different factors just led to us not being able to.
And it sort of, it kind of, right place, right time.
Yeah.
We get there, we enter a Rumble together. I believe the only people to do that twice ever. So yes, there's a singular Rumble entrance, which is very cheating, but I hope no one catches on to that.
Yeah, it is very cheating.
Yeah.
I mean, it didn't help us.
No, it didn't, because we very lost as well.
We did
so
very lost.
our cheating didn't really get us
So did
anywhere.
loads of other people there.
Yeah, to be fair, everyone else in that match except for RPD lost.
Yeah, exactly.
So we're the same as all of you. Is what I'm.
Apart from the massive unfair advantage we have.
We have.
Twice the chance of winning.
That's not true. I bet all of Violent Gentlemen Society helped each other.
Yeah, that's true. Because they were all in. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so they had quad the chance.
Exactly.
And none of them won.
And none of them won either. So have that, Tommy Jackson.
Just him.
Just Tommy Jackson. Have that.
Not even in our match.
No.
We'll get him.
He's not. He'll be in our match eventually.
Yeah, it's true. One day.
I'm sure we'll be at ringside for the match.
I don't know if I hope so.
I hope so.
I feel like he's going to swill me with his flask.
Can you swill someone with a flask?
I don't know. I don't know. Fans tears flask, right?
Yeah, but he's not going to swill you with that. Also, I don't think there's that many fans who cried.
I don't know.
I'm going to kick him really hard if he's there. As hard as I physically can. I'm not even joking. As hard as I come out to ringside, and I'm going to kick him as hard as I can.
Yeah, that whole show is now available on YouTube. I'll put a link in the description if anyone wants to go.
It is indeed, yes.
I've watched it twice already because I watched it by myself and then Isaac made me watch it again.
You could see me target Scott Oberman for no particular reason. Yeah.
He cheated as well because he waited for his partner to come out, and then they both went in.
See, despicable.
See?
Yeah.
Despicable.
How did that go for him? He lost. There you go.
Lose.
It's good rumble there. It's a lot of fun. You can't go wrong with a rumble, I don't think. So, yeah. But you
wait till you're in one.
Wait till you're in one.
Wait till you're in
for
one.
half an hour whilst Let's Get Ready to Rumble plays.
Oh
Of
my
all
God.
times,
Yeah.
the Rumble can go wrong.
Is that a carnival show? It sounds like.
You ever gone to sleep and a song wakes you up when it's Let's Get Ready. Oh god. It's like when you fall over in a dream and it jolts you up.
Right, so you are part of the Tag Team Title Eliminator. Wrestle Island are finally introducing Tag Team titles after, I'll say, years of teasing them. But
As soon as we got there, I'm not saying we're the reason.
As soon as a proper tag team showed up,
But
got tag team
they're like,
titles.
wow, these guys must be a real tag team because they're going to rumbles together. We need tag
We
team
need
titles.
titles. For them. They're basically
Everyone thought they were going to introduce trios titles because they had lots of 6-man tags since coming back. So they were like, oh, to be a bit different. But yeah, I'm happy they're introducing.
And that
more
would be in
titles.
favour of Tommy Jackson.
Yeah.
No one wants
Then we'd have to get Wagner out of retirement.
Yeah, it'd have to be Act 2 and Wagner versus Violent Gentleman Society. I'm just saying. I'm just spitballing.
I'd prefer the
You
other
never
guy.
know who's listening to this.
I'd prefer the other guy who did his knees. What was his name?
Onka Judge.
Onka Judge.
Wagner's
Wagner's out.
Wagner's got wrestling experience.
Yeah, but Onka Judge has got tough knees, which is all you need to be a wrestler.
You know what? Actually, you've got me there. You've got me with the tough knees argument.
So if they bring out trios titles,
If they bring out trios titles, Act 2 and Onka Judge are coming. For the
as
trios
long as
titles.
there's tag titles.
Yeah, it's just us. Sorry.
Right, so you're in a match. So the winner of this match will get a crack at for the first ever titles. So is it the West Midland Breakers? It's not the East Midland Breakers. It's the West
It's the East Mid Breakers.
Is we Midland? Yeah. So Cal Kingsley and David Grant.
We were so terrible at geography that we don't really know where the East Midlands is.
Yeah, they could be from Lichty anyway.
Yeah. We're like, that's so vague.
And people are surprised about how poor our geography is. For saying how much.
Yeah, for how much we just randomly appear at different places, we kind of fall there.
Like we're so bad at geography. We were having a conversation with someone the other day, and they thought we were joking. They're like,
Yeah, no,
giggled.
that is true. Yeah,
And we were like, we're not joking. We
They were like-
could not point to London on a map.
no way. Like, I don't know what's up or down. Like, you know,
Figure it out though. Get
yeah,
there, don't we?
somehow we've. Doesn't sell us very much, does it? We'll come and wrestle for your show. How are we going to get there? God knows. But we will find a way.
We're always there.
And
We
we
might
will
not
get
know.
there.
We might not know where we are, but we're there.
Also in the match, you got the Violent Gentleman Society's Casey Payne and Christy Quinlan, and then Act 2, and Wesker and Lucia Lee. But I think Lucia Lee is going to go into the women's title match, and MJ Grayson might take his place. That's my theory for this, because
I don't know. MJ Grayson's really old.
I know, yeah.
He's so old.
I don't really want MJ Grayson kicking me. It's not really.
Him kicking Tommy though.
Him kicking Tommy Jackson, however,
Him kicking
is
Tommy
what we do
Jackson.
want. So if we can,
Look at the
if we can organise that, then sweet.
Yeah, because they announced today that Holly Hudson's having an open challenge, and we've been wrecking our mind about who's could it be, because Lucy Sky's broke her arm, and
I have an idea.
Alexis Falcon's got to be away. And
I have an idea. Shall we place a bet? Shall we quids in?
Another bet?
Shall we quids in? We've got 2 quids in now.
Come on.
Stacey Rose.
Oh, good, solid bet. That's an actual bet, so we're in that together.
Are we? Okay, right. So we owe Chris £2.
But you think?
if-
if I was going to bet, I would say it's going to be Mel Price, because she was at training couple of weeks ago.
Started with Lucia.
Yeah, well, hang on a second. What happened to Lucia being in the match?
Well, that's my.
He's just trying to scare us with everything.
Yeah, that's true. You just want MJ Grayson to batter us.
Dangle that cat.
Well, from
Scary.
I mean, that's based on the storylines of the last couple of shows. It'll make sense for Lucia to be in the match.
Right. We'll give you that.
Oh, then that's yeah. My whole point of him being in the match was
I think
MJ Grayson being in the match because he was at training the other week as well. So
Lucia Lee is just as interested as the rest of BDK in kicking our heads in. So
yeah, I don't know. I think
they seem to enjoy doing
Wesker
that.
is especially. He's got something about kicking my head in.
And kicking our heads in. Yeah. Even though we have previously bonded over sleeveless flannel shirts.
Yeah, but you have.
Well, I have. Yeah, that's true.
I've never wore a
so
sleeveless
maybe
flannel.
I'll just roll away and you've got to deal with it.
Yeah, he's not big.
Yeah.
In real life, he isn't actually that big. Like, he looks big on all his pictures, but he's 5'5". He's a short man, a real short man. You'll see him, and
he's actually got 1.5 foot lift in his boots.
Yeah, real short guy. If you see him without his boots on, tiny little man, little baby.
If he's only wearing one boot, he'd fall over.
That's true. The drop from his boot.
You know who else is short? Tommy Jackson.
So short.
Small man.
Even shorter after I kick him.
Yeah, very short after we kick him in the shins at Wrestle Island.
David Grant's not a short man though. He's enormous.
He's not. No, he's short man.
No, he isn't. David Grant loves to pretend that he's taller than me, but I'm not a short man.
Yeah, not a short man.
Not a short man.
But because you're only tall by way of legs.
Yeah,
we look
that's
like
true.
the same height.
Yeah.
We have the same size torso.
Yeah,
his legs.
My legs are just
so
really
long.
long. I've got the Stacey Keebler legs.
You have.
I'd like
all that leg.
Compare myself to somebody, it would be Stacey Keebler.
Yeah, I always compare you to Stacey Keebler.
So is it do you know how the match is going to work? Is it an elimination match or is it a first pin?
To our knowledge, it's an elimination match.
I'll have to speak to management.
We will have to speak to Island management.
It's a lot easier if it isn't.
If Pete isn't too busy beating up Tommy Jackson.
Yeah,
actually.
Tommy Jackson, true.
But to our knowledge, it is an elimination four-way. There's no strange 80s wheel on this match like there is on the 8-man scramble.
They've just announced that. Yeah, we'll talk about that in a second. That looks amazing. So,
Can we run a? Do you know who's in that match? I saw it earlier. It's Brian Adenson.
Drill. Polish Barry.
Barry, yeah.
Terry is it? Tyler Adams, Ry Lloyd, EJ Walsh, and Pud.
Pud. Yeah, I like Pud.
Brian Adenson, real short. Short dude.
Stop bullying, Brian.
Real short dude.
Jack loves bullying people who could batter him.
I'm not sure he could batter me.
He's such a you're so good at annoying people with legitimate, terrifyingly hard men.
Rossi Rascal,
Brady Phillips.
Yeah,
if you've seen Brady Phillips,
Brady Phillips could kill me.
Brady Phillips could kill you. Blake and Will Cruz, also could kill you, and you love bully them all the time.
But have they?
No, they haven't.
They
haven't because I'm here to play mediator.
Yeah. Sticks
could also kill you. That's
kick
true.
my head
Yeah.
He's a very big man.
Maybe you're a liability.
Yeah.
Have you considered that?
Half everything, 50%.
No, I don't think we half.
So if Brian Adenson was going to batter me, you'd at least get kicked in the shin or something.
That hurt loads.
Nah.
I don't want to get kicked in the shin by Brian Adenson.
Brian Adenson, not that tough. Not that tough. Till I wrestle him, not that tough.
Okay, this is a question. Who on the Island roster do you reckon would give you the hardest shin kick? I'm talking like you fall into the ground and you feel sick because you've been kicked that hard in the shin. Right? Because regular shin kicks hurt anyway.
I'm talking like shin kick.
Full pelt shin kick from this member of the Island roster has knocked you over.
Pud.
Do you think?
He's the strongest man on the...
I reckon Brian Adenson would like Anderson.
Brian Adenson is up there. So.
Brian Adenson with Anderson Silva on my leg, and my leg would be
Yeah.
facing the wrong way, like Rich on bottom at one time. And he falls down the stairs. He's going, oh, and his leg's facing the wrong way.
really hope-
That'd be my leg if Brian Anderson kicked me in the leg.
I really hope Cal Kingsley doesn't kick me in the shin. That's a strong dude.
Absolutely.
That is a freaky strong dude. Like, just absurd how strong he is.
I feel like he'd toe bunt you in the leg too.
Yeah.
Like, you're not getting
He's
shin
gonna-
on shin contact. He's just going to go full toe in
He's
the
still
leg.
American football as well, so you get
And he did these shoots.
Oh, yeah, that's
and he
true.
did
Yeah,
the
he did. Yeah.
flags would be thrown.
Yeah. They'd shout numbers for some reason. Why did they shout numbers?
Something to do with the play that they're doing. I don't know.
Is it?
Not my graps.
Oh, all right.
So yeah, you know what play you're doing, but your
Answers on the postcard. Why do
American football shout?
Why do American football
shouting numbers at you?
Because when I played rugby in the lineouts, they'll shout words beginning with the letter of the person's name. They'll say a word beginning with that letter, so you know who it goes to.
Numbers on the back of the jerseys, right?
Yeah. Wait,
Maybe.
what if you've got someone with the same first name?
No, it's different.
They're not
different
They're
words.
not A32. They're A71.
Yeah.
So you'd be sounders of the number.
No, but it's like the first letter of the will be different words. You're shouting names.
If it was called Stephen Wilson, they'll say, I can't think of it. I can't think of it. They'll say,
It's about to be thrown at Steve Wilson.
but they'll say scissors whiskey, and so they'll know it'll go to Steve Wilson.
Surprisingly, not very rugby boys.
Yeah.
Big fan of ruggers.
Big fan of rugby and American foot kick.
But anyway, this match sounds amazing from the description because they said, "The spin the wheel, make the deal. You can't have montages." I was like,
I hope Drill has to dance again.
he didn't dance last time.
Yeah, well, I hope he keeps getting put in matches where he's forced to dance
Until he's like,
until he does it.
Does he? He just got his Game Boy out last time, didn't he? And he started, was it Game Gear or something? It was a Switch. I'm like getting old.
Also,
group dance
I think
numbers,
Brian
that sounds
Anderson
fun.
Kick everyone in the shin and win that match. There'll be a montage of him kicking people in the shin, like Rocky, but shin kicks instead of punching the meat.
Not tough. Not tough, dude.
I was excited for this one. You can only win by doing the crane kick. So.
Oh, yeah, Brian Anderson.
Well, he'd lose that.
Why would he?
He's got an awful crane kick.
Oh my god. Setting yourself up.
Yeah, I mean, like,
yeah, you are. Just because his name's not Joe, you don't want it.
That's true. Where is he in our 6-man tag? Nowhere. Who's Joe Anderson? Oh dear.
Main eventing the show, we've got the Wrestle Island Championship match. We've got your friend Hustle Malone, who you work with a lot, and against Lance Revera, who should have been here tonight and get better soon.
Yeah, what's that about?
Shakes first.
Lance Revera. Now we're going to pick you to lose. Losey loser boy.
Poorly Lance Revera.
Yeah, so hopefully he'll be all right by Sunday. He said he said he'll wrestle even if he had no legs. So.
Brian Anderson kicks him in the legs, though.
I'll say it now. I could beat Brian Anderson with no legs. I could. I just could. I do think Hustle Malone would beat him though if Lance Revera can't do a super kick.
Yeah, that's a good point actually. So Hustle Malone has been trying to make Act 3 happen for the longest time.
Yes.
He's not allowed.
And we are not currently Act 3. So maybe he's too disheartened about not being in Act 3 and it makes him lose.
Yeah, that's true. He could be so distressed.
He could be so upset that he's seeing Act 2 and not Act 3 that it could like mess with his head. Super kick.
That could be his May 19th.
Lance Revera wins. Absolutely, it could be his May 19th.
Act 3.
We just start shouting Act 3 over the tannoy to distract him. Wins.
Sure. I don't want Lance to win that much. I want him to win. Not enough that I'm going to get on a tannoy. Like him in Tesco.
Yeah, I think Brian's going to win the other match because he beat Hustle at the last show. So it'll make sense.
You've got to remember that he isn't tough though.
Oh
so
my
that is the big factor in him maybe not winning. If if he doesn't win, it's because he's not tough.
Ooh.
Is-
Ooh. Are you having that on record? You don't want that editing out?
No, if he wins, I'll tweet that he's tough.
Yeah.
Okay.
100%.
Okay. All right.
But when he
I'm going to
doesn't-
tell him you
But
said
when
that.
he doesn't, he has to tweet that he isn't tough with no context. Not I lost the bet with Jack Knudsen. No, the tweet has got to be I'm not tough.
I think he should have to tweet Jack Knudsen is tough.
Oh, that's even better.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, whoever
If he wins,
I'll
you
tweet
have to
that he's
tweet
tough.
Brian Ainston is tough.
If he loses,
he has to tweet Jack
that I'm
Knudsen is tough.
Okay.
Yes, that sounds amazing.
No, we've made a deal without him here.
Yes. So he has to abide by this because it's on record that it's been said.
It's on record.
Unless you're a Brian Ainston insider and you edit this out of this 2-hour-long podcast.
Where else on the show can we go? This should be a great match. Got Joey Hayes versus Joseph Connors versus Joe Kessler, the Joe match.
Stop. That's all the Joes. That's all the Joes.
I think Joe will win.
Joe Kessler would so be.
Joe
on
Kessler
our
would
show,
absolutely be on
because
our
he's
show.
Amazing. He's so good.
If we're doing predictions, though, I think Joey Hayes is one of the best wrestlers in the country.
Yeah,
And
hands down.
yeah,
Joey
Joey
Hayes
Hayes is my
I'll have a tag team wrestler.
absolutely yeah. The Models is a team that we've been looking to wrestle,
Everything to strut with.
looking to wrestle and strut with
Mostly strut with.
for a while. So I'll go Joey Hayes.
Yeah, no, I'm with you on that. Joey Hayes is brilliant.
I'm thinking Joe Kessler. I was disappointed that he in the Rumble he literally came in and got thrown out straight away. I was like,
Bad day.
Yeah, it's a cool t-shirt.
Yeah, and it's really cool
It's
t-shirt.
real cool t-shirt.
Really good
You
t-shirt.
should buy that.
Kessler, absolutely.
He's welcome on it.
You can't buy acting shirts, so you should buy a Joe Kessler
Yeah,
shirt.
that is the same. If you wear a Joe Kessler shirt, you'll get the same
You'll also-
appreciation from us.
Yeah, absolutely.
As if you were wearing an active shirt.
That's true.
yeah, that match sounds amazing. Gentleman's Code match. So your favourite, Tommy Jackson? versus-
No.
I don't care what happens.
I don't want to talk about this
I want
match.
Tommy Jackson getting kicked.
I
really
want
hard.
Tommy Jackson to get kicked really hard in the shins.
So just anywhere on his body, preferably shins or head, just kick
Yeah.
so hard.
So you're pro Charlie then in this match. So-
Yeah, absolutely.
We're laughing, but like I seriously want him to get kicked as hard as
We might come out and kick him.
DQ though.
We're not going to stand you to that. No, in the gentleman's code, I'm sure that's no rules, right?
I don't know. Maybe it's like I think
Maybe it's
Jericho did.
Maybe it's like the honor
it's
thing,
like the-
where, like you can cheat on the outside.
Yeah.
Maybe it's like that. So if Tommy Jackson leaves the ring, we're making it a lumberjack match and coming to kick him really hard.
That's not the aim of a lumberjack match.
No, it isn't, but that's how they all go, isn't it? All these lumberjacks start arguing and kicking people.
Do you remember that lumberjack match where people got hit with bin bags?
Yes, I do.
And it was a bin bag full of I can't remember who was in the match, but I was one of the lumberjacks. So I just thought I had a different match on the show, but I thought why not?
No, I do remember this.
It
Yeah.
was bin bags full of old posters for the shows
Oh wow, yeah.
that hadn't been used previously for like old shows.
What show is this?
It was a PCW show.
It was.
And I swung the bin bag the first time. It was like a Christmas themed show. We had a Christmas death match on that show.
We did have a Christmas death match.
So it's supposed to be like a sack full of toys or whatever. So, and the first hit.
Well,
the bag,
breaking the illusion. Maybe it was a sack full of toys.
well, when the
when it
really broke.
When it ripped
And the bag
open and
ripped
the
off the
posters
first
went
time
everywhere.
And there were posters everywhere. So then all of the lumberjacks just wrapped up the paper really hard into like
Started
these battens.
battening these wrestlers.
So whenever people would come outside and they don't know who's hitting them, so everyone was just thwack. I was like, I'm gonna have to leave because this is getting beyond the
It's
joke.
getting
of
really intense.
How hard people are being hit in this like happy Christmas match, and people are getting.
So we're going to
drilled.
roll up, you know the really, really good posters that Elliot does?
Yeah.
We're going to roll those up
A
and hit
bunch
Tommy
of
Jackson
them.
with them.
In his shins.
In his shins.
God, I hate him. I hate him so much.
So each man has a corner man, so it's a bit like Bob Backlund versus Bret Hart from WrestleMania. SummerSlam. I can't remember, from 1993. I know what year it was.
Oh, that's true. You have to throw in the towel for
You
your
have to throw it. Yeah. So you got.
What
yeah,
if
so-
you run out and just throw in Tommy Jackson's towel straight away?
Foul goes, and just grab it. I think if he doesn't listen to this, he might let us be his cornerman.
Yeah, that's true. We might turn the charm on and get Tommy Jackson.
We'll get him on the day, be like, hey buddy, how you doing? And then be his cornerman, foul goes, towel. And then our prediction's right.
Oh, that's true. You've got a good point. I really hope Wrestle Island management doesn't listen to this because they'll not let us in the building for all these matches.
Yeah, so we've ruined all of the cards so far.
Can we accost Mr. Williams and dress up as him and then become his cornerman?
Yeah,
Okay.
we could do that.
Mr. Williams, watch out.
Yeah, so Tommy Jackson has Mr. Williams in his corner, and Charlie has the island owner, Big Papa Pete, in his corner. So
Maybe that gets us in good favour that we've made Tommy Jackson lose as well.
I think doing anything negative to Tommy Jackson gets you in good favour with literally everyone.
That's a good point, yeah.
I've not heard one person say something positive.
You might have. This is so long that this might have to be a separate episode entirely.
If we clipped just the bits where we're being nasty about him,
we could just have a
minutes.
Tommy Jackson insult episode of Brit Rest Journey.
We should.
definitely. All right, should we fly through the rest of the RPD versus Dan Evans. That should be a great match. So Dan Evans is the longest reigning ever Wrestle Island champion. RPD won the Rumble, so it's good to see what standard RPD is. RPD must.
My argument was going to be that Dan Evans hits really hard, but RPD was literally a boxer.
Mm-hmm.
So, see, he's so tough. I don't even joke about him not being tough.
Yeah, there you go. You're not going to hear.
That's genuine.
You're not going to hear Jack Knudsen bullying RPD.
I'll bully Brian Anderson, but RPD shoot crazy tough. I think he's great.
Yeah, I think we've got RPD.
I think he's great and he's going to win everything.
Yeah, that's fair.
Just don't hurt me.
Fair point. As long as he's not punching us,
yeah,
RPD. We might have lost him.
Oh, I think we've done throws.
At least it's only the second time in 2 hours that it's frozen.
Yeah, that's true. 2 hours. It's an hour 26.
Yeah. Well,
round to the nearest.
2 hours. Right.
Yeah, classic. I know about.
You're back. I think the last thing I heard you say is you don't bully RPD. But
yeah, RPD's very, very strong, and we don't want him to punch us. So RPD is our choice. No, we don't. No, we don't want him.
I'll tweet now that he's tough.
Yeah, there's no need to bet whether that tweet goes up or not.
No. So I think he only lost one boxing match. That was really early in his career, and he learned back from that. When I interviewed him, I tried to interview him about boxing, but I didn't have a clue about boxing. I said that before.
How terrifying is that? He lost once and learned so much from one defeat that he never lost again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why he's been. I mean, yeah, just over a year in Brit Rest, really. He's
not wearing boxing gloves if he punches you on his wrist.
I bet Brian Anderson's lost.
What, a boxing? He does
loads of things. Loads of things. 100-meter sprint. Bet he's lost it. He's not tough.
All right.
Yeah, should be a great match. Yeah, then there's Jin Ha for Klein. So Paradox implode, former best friends, former tag team partners.
Now we never got to wrestle Paradox when they were a team. So actually, my prediction for this match is they become friends again and wrestle us.
That'd be good.
Yeah.
Imagine if they just settled it with a chat.
That's what I want. Yeah. I want a nice chat. And Connor Klein can have a cup of tea, and Gina can drink like hot sauce or something.
Yeah.
I feel like that's more his vibe.
Yeah, and then Tommy gets.
And then Tommy Jackson runs out and they beat him up and
Tommy
become a
Jackson
team again. Is what I want.
Gets hit with all of their tag moves. And
Yeah.
then all.
Yeah, and then we have a face-off and then we get to wrestle Paradox and all's good in the world.
Sounds amazing. I'd love that.
That's our prediction.
Yeah, Isaac's so upset that they're not a tag team anymore. He was their favourite.
I will sort that for him, don't worry.
Yeah,
we're good
okay.
mates with him now.
We're on that. We're on that. Don't worry.
Yeah. So they could batter each other so much that their Ryloid has to come out and separate them, and it gives them big hugs, and then they're all back together.
Oh, yeah, maybe they just need it. Maybe they just you got to scrap sometimes.
Well, we had that 3-month scrap where
we've had a few scraps.
I made your head bleed and you put me in pins, right?
Yeah, I threw him in thumbtacks.
Now we're fine.
Yeah, and now we're over it. It was a rough patch, is what you'd call it.
He had to get over his like deep-rooted hatred of me from 6 weeks into wrestling.
Yeah, I had 4 or 5 years of built-up anger. I took out in a few hardcore matches, and now the Gadders, huh?
Oh, mate.
Next Wrestle Island Tag Champs. That's all we've been through.
Yeah, so the next show we have to have Paradox win their Fatal 4-Way. And then they face you at the Christmas show.
Yes, absolutely.
And then we just beat them.
Yes, please.
And then we just go on a run of battering.
All of your tag teams.
All of your tag teams, yeah. Apart from East Mid Breakers. Tough.
And then we'll battle them as well, but they will battle us too. So.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Tough
We'll probably
and
leave that one for a while, I reckon.
Yeah.
And then we'll build up to that.
I'm in a German Carl Kingsley.
No, I don't think
I'm in a German suplex Carl Kingsley.
I don't think you are going to do
Watch it
that.
happen.
I don't think that's
It's gonna
true.
happen. Maybe not this weekend, maybe not next weekend. It's gonna happen.
Alright.
Maybe it will be this weekend.
Maybe it will.
Buy a ticket, find out.
Promotional skills.
This might go out after it. So
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So I won't do it this time. Next time.
This has been long enough that it'll have to be released in like 4 parts.
By the time this is out, we will have had and lost the tag team
The
titles
Wrestle Island
3
tag team
times.
Yeah, that's-
We'll be on the bill to get them back.
Yeah, links to tickets will be in the description below the podcast. So it's this Sunday, Wrestle Island, Friends Don't Lie, St. Anne's Parish Centre in Birkenhead. I think it starts at 2. I think show starts at 2.
Yeah.
Yes.
I am these are only predictions. We cannot promise that we're going to come out and kick Tommy Kyle.
I kicked Tommy Kyle so hard.
No, Tommy Kyle isn't there. Tommy Kyle's wrestling elsewhere.
That is true.
I just kick
I'd love to see Tommy Kyle at Wrestle Island.
Yeah, these are just predictions.
Tommy Kyle at Wrestle Island would be incredible, by the way.
Tommy Kyle everywhere.
Tommy
Kyle's
Kyle
great.
everywhere should. Yeah, that's true.
More Tommy Kyle.
More Tommy Kyle.
619
Someone else you
suplexes.
love bullying.
Yeah, I bully him, but
It's
God,
Tommy Kyle.
Isn't he good at professional
He is
wrestling?
very good. That's true.
Hell of a professional wrestler. Great trousers in the winter as well. It's getting warm, so he wears shorts everywhere. But
Tommy
you wait till
Kyle
the winter,
trousers.
and Tommy Kyle's on his
top
good
notch.
trousers.
That's
That's
true.
peak Tommy Kyle.
That's true.
Yeah, definitely. I don't know how to finish this.
Yeah,
It's Red Hot Chili Peppers now.
Ooh.
yeah, it is. Yeah, I mean, it's left with you to try and do a wrap up of this we spoke for an hour and a half.
All right, so apart from Wrestle Island, what else can people see in the near future?
Ooh.
Should you be of the residency of Wales?
Yeah.
We are in Caerphilly this Saturday, the 20th for No Mercy Wrestling. Then, of course, we're in Birkenhead for Wrestle Island. You may not see us in the ring, but you can come and say hello at TNT on Wednesday and Thursday of next week. There's a lot going on there.
Yeah.
They've got the big
Crazy.
tournament, big guns tournament.
The tournament looks amazing. So.
Chain match.
Yes. Nico Angelo, the Project X. He won the Project X, right? So there's lots going on there. Friday, you can catch us at Phoenix Events in Sheffield. Even though the company is called Phoenix Events Yorkshire, it's in Sheffield.
Is in Sheffield.
Don't question that.
For
Don't worry
more
about
tag
it.
team stuff.
Yes, more tag team stuffs. And then Saturday next week, you can find us at Battle Brawl.
Yeah.
For Future Wrestling, which might not be tag team stuffs because it's all random.
Yeah. Hopefully.
Hopefully, we
boys.
get randomised together and we beat everyone up. But I don't know the likelihood of
defend our new tag team.
How random that would be. Maybe
Isn't that where you go into random tag teams and then there's all the winners go into a battle?
So yeah, the entire show is randomised. There are 3 singles matches.
Yes, I remember this.
A tag team match, a 6-man tag, and a fatal 4-way, and then the winners and losers sort of determined your entry into the battle royal later on in the show. It's a very unique concept. There's lots of like things taken from different match styles, all sort of mishmashed into one. And
it's a very fun show, especially like if you're not sort of that way and you can only sort of get down to the odd show. That's the one that's the one. Yeah, that's where you want to be. It is just crazy. You want to be battle brawl. You want to be at Halloween house party as well. Not that we're going to drop any spoilers, but if you can make house party October 23rd for future wrestling, you should. If you can, you should. You absolutely should. And then Sunday after our big week of being everywhere, you can come and say hello. We'll be at Progress Wrestling in Camden. Yep. Then September we're at Pro Wrestling for You. Yep. Two shows. We are at a very, very sneaky, cannot say one of the shows we're at, but we will be popping up somewhere. Ooh, where could it be? Yes, that's 2 shows in one day. That is in Silverdale, which is near Stoke. It's one of the closest to home that we do. Yeah, it's one of the closest shows. Great fun. Yep. Really great fun. They do have tag titles. We are wrestling for the tag team titles. We would like more silver titles. Yeah. All the silver titles.
Synergy, they're champions.
Yes.
Yes.
The super
athletes.
Super athletes, yes.
Yes. Which the last time we wrestled, we just kicked their bums.
We did kick their bums, and it almost worked. So maybe that
bum kicking.
We won't reveal strategy, but maybe that'll work.
But maybe slightly more bum kicking, and we have another set.
And we have more silver titles, right?
3 sets of silver belts.
Yeah, absolutely. You can catch us at Sacrifice Pro Wrestling as well.
With our silver belts.
With our silver belts, yes. And yeah, it's busy times, right?
You might do. You know who should have belts? Who? Big Guns Joe. Big Guns Joe. Get your belts on Big Guns Joe.
Yeah, I agree.
Do you want to promote any social media you have before we leave?
Oh yes, absolutely, because there's a new one.
There is.
There's a new one since we spoke. So you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at SweetPrinceBH.
I'm Jack Knudsen 01 on all social medias.
All social medias. We don't use Facebook very often.
No, it's really not. I wouldn't bother following.
Yeah, no. Twitter and Instagram is probably the place to be.
Yeah.
He's got a LinkedIn.
I have got. A LinkedIn.
If you want to, Jack Knudsen on LinkedIn.
It's not my name on LinkedIn.
It's not your name on LinkedIn.
And don't follow me on it.
Yeah, don't follow him. If you find a Jack Knudsen on LinkedIn, please don't follow them. They won't know why.
This is the opposite of promotion.
Yes, it is.
We're like, don't follow us here. Don't follow us.
There's an Act 2 Twitter account now.
Hey.
It's Act_2_. Because whoever took Act_2, I don't like you.
I hate you so much.
So it's 2 underscores. You've got to remember that. Yeah. And yes, that's sort of a new budding social media that we have.
Yeah, that we need more followers
on. We need more followers on. So if you're going to follow us on anything, can you follow us on that, please?
Yeah.
And not LinkedIn.
I'll put links in the description.
Owen Charles.
Owen Charles, follow him on LinkedIn.
Also not his name on LinkedIn.
No. Well,
Six random blokes who have 9 to 5.
These poor Jack Knudsen and Owen Charles on LinkedIn are gonna the flurry of like.
Is that a bit of sweet child of mine I can hear now?
How many people have LinkedIn?
Oh, loads.
Is it like a big thing? I've never had a LinkedIn.
I had one years ago. I've probably still got one.
WWE and Lloyd's.
We're gonna have to follow Chris from the podcast on LinkedIn.
Are you on LinkedIn?
I'm sure I have a profile on there, but I've not.
We have to drop like. We have to drop like the picture of me with Mark Haskins doing the Brood thing, and he has to do the picture of him as death. You have to drop your LinkedIn on the podcast.
We don't have 1,000 followers. And your LinkedIn by the end of the week. We'll pull the podcast down.
I'm more scared that I'm going to get called up for copyright, so I can hear a sweet child of mine in the background.
Yeah, that is true. That is true.
Is it? The other ones were clear, weren't they? Like we have to tell them what they're saying.
Is it fair use though? Because it's a cover.
I know.
Yeah, it's a cover, I guess, right? It's true.
Yeah, I put links to all your social media.
If we find the socials for this band that are three,
someone book this band.
We'll drop you their socials. They've got quite the range, as you've probably heard. So
Light Jazz to Bon Jovi.
Light Jazz, Pink, Guns N' Roses, Red Hot Chili Peppers. They're all over the place.
I've really enjoyed speaking today. I'd love to have on in the future.
I'm really sorry. This has been wildly chaotic. Which means you'll either really enjoy listening to it and want to hear more chaotic podcasts, or hate it and turn it off within the first 5 minutes. Like, you're not going to find a middle ground where people are like, "Oh, that was fine."
If you don't like X Factor and you are a big fan of Brian Anderson,
you'll not be happy. If you're Tommy Jackson listening to this, you're going to be really upset.
So I should call this, if you don't like X Factor and is a big fan of Brian Anderson, don't bother.
If you're Big Guns Joe listening to this, then you should be happy. Because I know, Big Guns Joe, I know you listened to my last one.
Ooh.
So, hi. Yeah. I love you.